have experience in this. Don't drop your kid off for a streamer to babysit. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. And here's the thing. I used to be a video game streamer. I still have Twitch. I have Patreon. I begrudgingly have BitChute, which I will not use until I absolutely have to. Twitch will probably be the main place that I go back to. Being a gaming streamer in my previous incarnation on YouTube. And I have experience in exactly what I'm talking about here, and exactly the sort of behavior and disgusting entitlement some people feel they have when it comes to their favorite YouTubers, their favorite streamers, their favorite whoever. And I'm still deciding whether or not I want to actually show you guys what I'm talking about or name names, or do I want to go general, because I obviously don't want anybody piling on. I obviously don't want anybody contacting anybody I'm mentioning in this video, because clearly they don't deserve the attention. They don't deserve the attention. I'm not talking about Ninja in Fortnite. I'm talking about somebody who has a problem with Ninja in Fortnite. Now, if you guys don't know who Ninja in Fortnite is, he's a Fortnite streamer. He plays video games on Twitch. And I believe he's bounced a couple of places. Anywho. Oh, that's not the right thing. But you know what? It'll be relevant. It'll be relevant in a second here. It'll be relevant, I promise. Ninja! This is not lined up correctly, but it will be. He's a Fortnite streamer. He has blue hair. He usually wears a headband. You might have seen him. You know, he's what your kids probably watch. Who am I kidding? Everybody watches PewDiePie still. Teenagers made Ninja a gaming superstar. He has a message for parents. Tyler Belvin's Ninja to video game fans is the closest thing that gaming has a crossover to a mainstream star. Well, this is really what it is. YouTubers are now your new entertainers. Because nobody cares what your Hollywood celebrities have to say. Nobody cares, because we know they're phony. We know they're reading off a script. We know they're acting. We know they're a bunch of actors. That's why you go to YouTube, because you want a genuine people personality YouTuber or streamer. Somebody to interact with. Somebody to talk to. Somebody who will read your messages, your super chats, your Twitch bits, whatever they want the interaction. This is where entertainment is headed. We're headed to these live interactive sort of shows. Even us older people, we're listening to the political commentators on YouTube with their giant podcasts, because we don't care what's on TV. We don't want to hear what the TV is saying, because we know it's all bullshit. And now people are going after Ninja just the way, in my day, just the way when parents and the PMRC and the moral majority would decide that video games were bad and you couldn't play them, or heavy metal would send you to the devil. Oh, you can't listen to that. That's evil. That's satanic. And who cares, for crying out loud, what people are listening to or playing or reading or watching? Why is it the responsibility of these people? Well, some people think it is. Ninja has been getting nothing but crap for saying, hey, it's not my responsibility. I'm paraphrasing. He says, it's not my responsibility to teach your children who come to my stream about current events, social issues, things like, quote unquote, white supremacy, racism, all of these things that are, this new socially condoned prejudices. You know how people decide all of a sudden that it's okay to just say, oh, all white are bad. That crap. That is what he's saying he doesn't want to tell people, because first off, it's not his job, and I'm going to defend him here. It is not a YouTuber or Twitch streamer's job to raise somebody else's children. It is no more his job than it was for Judas Priest to say, hey, now here's a message about Jesus before you listen to our music. All right? It is not your streamer and YouTuber's job to preach your indoctrination into your religious belief systems, whatever your religion is. And this moral superiority that some people seem to have without any understanding of these things is where we're really getting to with this. And I'm calling out somebody, not Ninja, I'm actually agreeing with him. This issue And it's really, really near and dear to my heart because, why is it near and dear to my heart? Because I was a video game streamer. The problem with having a video game that a lot of people watch that are very, very young is that you don't realize it, but their parents just plop them in front of their computers, tablets, cell phones, whatever. And I think a lot of the time their parents don't even know what their kids are doing. And then somebody like me, who is unequipped, unwilling, and uninterested in being somebody's babysitter while I'm just playing a video game myself for my own fun and entertainment. Because let's face it, if you're a video game streamer with 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you're not doing it for a living. You're doing it for fun. You're not doing it for a job or a career. You're doing it for funsies. Now, for somebody like me to have children plopped into my chat, all of a sudden telling me I can't say hell, I can't say damn because they're not allowed to hear swearing, to try and instruct me on what I should and shouldn't be doing, to try and blackmail me for views and clicks and whatever else they were doing. All because their parents entered some agreement that I never agreed to. So it is not my responsibility to raise children, and it's not his responsibility to raise children or teach children anything. And here's the issue I have with some of these people. Here's the issue that I have with some of these streamers. Is that Ninja doesn't want to teach kids about racism. He said parents should do it. And he's absolutely right. Whatever your belief system is, if you want to go around telling your children that all white are bad, that's on you to indoctrinate them into that religious belief and mindset that you want. And if you want to preach to them about equality, then that's on you as well. If you want to tell you don't drop your child off to a streamer, to a YouTuber. You don't drop your kid off and expect us to babysit. Sorry, please don't. Please don't. Because we expect people to have responsible enough parenting skills to know that if they're going to crap out a child, that they are responsible for it. I did not agree to this, nor do I want a bunch of YouTubers or Twitch streamers telling my kid anything, because they're going to tell them a bunch of bullshit that's all anti-human, anti-people, and it comes from the very, very worst place. And we're getting into where it's coming from in a second. And you know what I'm going to have to pull up? I'm going to have to pull it up, this one. Streamer or not is 100% your job as a cisgender. No, it's not. It is not. Who is this? This is a they-them Twitch streamer. Why are we pulling up this tweet? Because this is just another example of Marge Simpson here going and telling people that they should and shouldn't do something because they are entitled, so much so that they feel that they're morally superior. They feel that their religious beliefs are the only ones that are correct. That their religious indoctrination is something that other people are. This is no different than a church lady getting mad at a metal CD back in 1991. This is the exact same thing. Woke is exactly 100% modern day Puritanism, and we know it. And this is the problem. They don't even understand why they're mad. This streamer that we're talking about specifically, this streamer, please do not mention any of these things. Do not mention this streamer at all, because that's what they want. They do these things just for attention. They do these things because they're mad. They're clearly mad. I'm mad too. I spent an hour yelling before this. These streamers, especially female ones who recite this rhetoric, who recite this garbage, who recite these cult messages. These people do not understand that their anger is coming from a place that decided a long time before any of us were born. Because some women, they wanted to work for a living. They decided that all women had to work for a living. I don't think they did it even intentionally. What happened? What happened when a lot of these feminists, back in the day, back in the 60s and 70s, decided that they all wanted to, we want all this stuff. We want our choice. We want to work. We want to have everything. Great, more power to you. What was the consequence for that? The prices went up, making it so every woman had to work, whether she wanted to or not. Because all of a sudden you had all of these women with extra income. And what happened? The companies started to take advantage of that and started raising the prices. So that the women who wanted to work now cause the rest of us to have to work. Which really, really pisses off a lot of these Twitch streamers. That was the effect of this. That was one of the main effects of all of this. And you're mad because you have to work for a living. Me too. I am too. And you're mad because there is not a man riding up on a white horse in shining armor coming to save your ass so you don't have to do this, so you don't have to paint your on Twitch for a living. And that's what this is. And why do we bring this up? Because they, them paint their bazoombas on Twitch, unclothed with a couple of little pasties to cover their sensitive bits.
Yeah, bitch!
And yet still had the nerve, I only know who this person is because they had the nerve to complain about the corporations deciding that, hey, we want a bunch of attractive women promoting our energy drink. They're mad. They, them is mad because they, them feel like their opinion is the only correct one. They, them feel like their opinion is somehow morally superior or self-righteous. You know what? If you do not want to be objectified as a booth babe, don't be. Don't be. You cannot sit there or stand there at this convention or wherever the crap you think you are and decide that just because you don't like these companies, quote unquote, objectifying women.
Call me a killjoy, but I think that because this is not to my taste, no one else should be able to enjoy it.
How do you know that that's morally even correct? How do you know that people aren't just tired of this shit, that people don't want to celebrate their bodies? And if you don't like it, you don't have to fucking buy their product, but you do not have any right or authority. You do not speak on behalf of all women. We are not all of this giant conglomeration of monolithic group speak that all think and feel and react the same way. And you really don't have the moral superiority or the high ground on this one, as you are a booby streamer on Twitch. You paint your bazoombas right there with just little pasties, so you don't even have the moral superiority to say anything. Because what if we want you? What if you want you? I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you from doing whatever you want. Why the crap do you have to stop and interfere and Gladys Kravitz and Marge Simpson your way into everything? You don't. You don't. Nor do you have any reason to get in here and tell Ninja that it's his job to preach your religious beliefs. I don't care what you fucking believe. If you don't realize that this is a religious indoctrination, then you haven't been paying attention. Seriously, people like this don't understand that whenever they lump all, because what happens? You prove them wrong and say, hey, here's somebody who's of a different ethnicity who might disagree with you. Like me, here's somebody who might disagree with you. Hey, streamers. Let's do it. Let's do it better. A streamer's job is to play video games, not to babysit kids their parents are too lazy to raise themselves. Can you shove the NPC hate speech against white men? We all know it's invented by women, not daddy, because they have to work for a living. And that's where it comes from. They are mad because their daddy said they're princesses and that their prince is gonna come, and Disney even said that. And you know what happened? It doesn't happen. They're not coming. They're not gonna fucking rescue you. They're not gonna come in and sweep you off your feet. They're not gonna come in and protect you from anything. And being mad at him isn't gonna fucking help. Really, trust me, it's not. Having this angry, I hate all men sort of attitude that a lot of these women have is not going to. Don't clap. Separate, so cringe. I had to. Because I'm a little Karen today. And it comes from having people drop their children off in my live streams a few years back. And it comes from this shit. It gives women a bad name who are streamers. Because what happens? Then they stereotype all people with brightly colored hair as we're a bunch of lunatic SJWs. People like this root it for everybody because what happens? They don't take us seriously because they hear bullshit like this. Because they think that all women think this. They think that all women think this shit. And no, I'm not going to debate you. And no, I don't give a fuck what you have to say. But this shit is just my opinion on it. I don't believe all women are a conglomeration of this monolithic groupthink. Same thing with all gay people are not. And we're going to get into that in a second on another article. But this shit, seriously, just stop. Systemically is white men's fault. Well, then fuck off. Well, what are you fucking gonna do about it? Because seriously, this is the problem. This is the problem. What is your solution? There is no final solution to this without a bunch of death and destruction. And you don't want that. Nobody fucking wants that. Maybe they do. That's where they're headed. Because my brain, I can think 27 steps out in advance. And I see, what do I see? Some people aren't allowed to do business. Some people are labeled as less than in society. Where have we seen this before? Can you tell me? Because I can tell you where I've seen this before. People whose businesses were not allowed to get loans. They were not allowed to do business with their banking systems. They were shunned. They were marked. They were labeled. Where have we seen this before? Where have we seen this before? And blaming everybody because society says it's okay is not going to help anything, because guess what? You can't fucking fix something that you don't want a solution for. You don't want a solution for this. You want to complain and bitch and blame white men, and you just what? It's going to get worse and worse and worse until everybody's fucking rounded up. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? You want everybody's life on your hands? That's what they want. That's what these people, and they don't understand it. You're clipping this. Might be a little too angry. I'm clipping this. I don't care how angry I am. I get tired of this shit. I get tired of it. You're telling me about anything? Really? You're trying to pull the moral high ground about anything? Guess what? I don't need Keemstar's face on top of ya. I actually enjoy looking, and I think you're very artistic and talented. I didn't even want to mention it. I didn't want to mention it until I start seeing this troll bait shit. I am so tired of this, and I don't know if this will ever see the light of day. But holy shit. It was like, what is wrong with this stuff? What is wrong with the world? Can't we just stop for one goddamn minute? Do you gotta just maybe butt out of his life? Butt out of some of these people. Nobody cares what you think about this. Nobody cares. Because seriously, don't drop your children for a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer. Period. It's not our place. It is not our business. If you want them raised how you want them to be raised, you have to take responsibility for your children. You have to take responsibility. You have to sit there and tell them what you want them to learn as a parent, because what's going to happen? They're going to go around being crazy, being raised by a bunch of lunatics online who think that they're morally superior. I am Mecha Random 42, and I'm done yelling about this one for now, and I'll probably have to clip most of it. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!